Baseball from the Lone Star State. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners and the Texas Rangers. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. And on the mound for Texas in this one, Paul Skeens.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
All right, just about ready for baseball. This is Corbin Carroll.
All right, folks, what's the word? What's the word? What's the word? We got some hot corner action, folks. Hot corner action. We'll be bringing you some VBL after this game, but yeah.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
It's been a minute.
I guess you throw it that hard,
it's been a minute.
Get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Oof.
Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around second now, going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Leadoff triple.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Came screaming off the bat, I'm sure. Exit velocity's off the charts. No doubt he squared that baseball up perfectly. So there was no fluke to that triple by any means.
Nico Horner, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Right through there for a strike. That's down and in. 3-2 now. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He's got it. Runner tags from third. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. So no one on after the sac fly. Yordan Alvarez up next for the Mariners. Swings through that one.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Skeens, 23 years old, a former first-round pick in 2023. Hard hit, right side. Slings to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And a foul ball. Now the 0-1. In the air, right field. Wood has a beat on it, and that'll do it.
All right, man. We got out of there with minimal damage.
Bobby Witt Jr. stepping in for the Rangers. To third, Chapman. The throw to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. And now it's William Contreras.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they, of course, still prefer something belt high.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
That's a ball. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground to third. A sliding stop to first. And that's a great play.
Good play.
2 down, base is empty. Zach Neto stepping in for the Rangers. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Flips the corner, and the count is 0-2. This to third. Chapman over to first in time. Top of the second, and now for Seattle, Matt Chapman.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Damn.
Oh, 2 now. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. Here's George Springer. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball.
Damn, good
Line
hit.
into right center field. That's a base hit, and that's a one-out single.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. That's exactly what you're taught to do with that pitch, but it's not that easy to execute in a live at-bat. Great job of staying on that breaking ball down and away and shooting it to the opposite field.
Didn't go. The 1-1. That one ripped, but foul. The 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. Springer leads off first with one away. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Arozarena takes it in for the out. 2 down. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers.
Out towards right center field. Wood on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Let's go.
Back in Arlington, bottom of the second. James Wood stepping in for the Rangers. Strike 2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and there's one down. Here's the center fielder, Roman Anthony. Out to short, Swanson. Handles, throws to first. Already two out here in the home half of inning number 2. Now it's the second baseman, Josh Smith.
Oh, good call, Blue. Good call. I ain't even mad at it.
Strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes, and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Got him. Rangers go down in order. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Mariners, Dansby Swanson.
Ball, that's in.
Excuse me.
Ripped to right, base hit.
Damn.
So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Let's go.
One out, man.
Let's get a double play ball right here.
Nico Horner will come up to hit.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And a foul ball. The next offering misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right through there for a strike. That one off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. Safe at first, and now we'll check on the right-hander. Hope he's all right. First and second, 1 out. Here's Yordan Alvarez. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And it is gone.
Damn.
A 3-run shot. 1 down. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Check swing went around. Strike 1. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Burleson takes it in for the out. 2 away now. And here is Matt Chapman. He's 0 for 1. And he grounds one back up the middle.
Damn.
That's a base hit. And now a 2-out opportunity for George Springer.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Oh, 2 now. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it.
Then we got to produce some runs, folks.
Back at Globe Life Field, set for the bottom of the 3rd, Alec Burleson stepping in for the Rangers. Swings and misses. 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Goes down looking.
Batting 8th, 3rd baseman.
Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That's a slider for a strike. Gets him to chase after that one.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitters meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. Randy Arozarena stands in now and watches strike 1. Comes up empty.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Foul ball still 0-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the 3rd. Back in Arlington, out of the 4th. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just these.
Damn.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And a foul ball.
Well, these Mariners doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Damn.
Next pitch, not close, up high. This one in the air, center field. Anthony on his way over, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one away. Shea Langoliers up next for the Mariners. Flied to right his first time. Hit hard of the ground and up the middle, base hit.
Damn.
Up next for Seattle.
We're getting killed right now.
Swanson stands in. First pitch doesn't find the zone. In the air, left field. Diving, makes the grab.
Let's go, baby. Come on.
Just a great jump off the bat, and he was fully committed. Lays out, dives, makes a beautiful catch, and his pitcher
That is
is
a
gonna
phenomenal
be pretty
catch.
happy about that one.
Back to the top of the Seattle order, Corbin Carroll now at the plate. 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored in the first. Pitch misses inside, ball 1. Carroll in his 4th year, 25 years old, and he's usually in right field, but today he's patrolling center. The 1-1. That's the ball.
Some guys love to make that adjustment from a corner spot to center field because in center you get the best view of the ball game. You're looking straight in at the hitter's area. On the corners, you're blocked a little bit.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Runner on the go. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Outside.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
The sliding play is
go.
short. Over to first.
Let's go, baby. Come on. Back-to-back great defensive plays.
Back at Globe Life Field, ready to go, bottom 4. Bobby Witt Jr. stepping in for the Rangers. Chris Sale ready to get back to work.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Springer takes it in for the out, and there's one down. So up next, William Contreras. Grounded out his first time up. And there's a foul ball.
We're struggling heavily, folks.
0-1 down. Right through there for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Here's the 0-2. And they'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 0-2. Fastball is outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Neto in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike.
That was a
Probably
good
go
one.
away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. High fly ball, right field.
Damn.
And that's the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. And
No,
now for
going through
Seattle,
4,
Nico
through
Horner.
4, folks. Going on the 5th.
Pop
For
foul
him,
and
at
a
least,
play off
'cause
to the right.
Well, these Mariners,
Lord knows I'm
digging
getting my
into their
ass kicked.
numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. One up, one down.
With all of those hard hits, this team is going to love seeing the spray charts after this one. It's clear they're not just getting lucky up there right now.
Alvarez stands in here, takes ball one low. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ooh.
That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all
Ground
over
rule
it.
double.
Around first, heading for two. In safely, it's a double.
Damn.
His second hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you can tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Vladdy in the box now, takes strike one. On the ground, out to short. There's one. Now it's Matt Chapman, 1 for 2.
Third baseman, Matt Chapman.
That one fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. And we're in the top of the 5th.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Good job to fight that one off. Now a pop-up on the infield. And that one is foul, so we'll try it again. Man on second, 2 down. In the air to left center, Anthony should have this one. And that'll do it.
Let's go. We got to produce some runs, folks.
Back in Arlington, ready to go for the last half of the inning. James Wood stepping in for the Rangers. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Way out front for strike 2. Here we go, James. Struck him out swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Fuck it, I think I'm gonna do this right quick.
Next up for Texas, Roman Anthony.
See what we can do with
short
this.
in his first trip. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
The 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next for the Rangers.
2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in, Josh Smith.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in this zone a little more.
Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning. All set for the top of the 6th. And stepping in for the Mariners, George Springer.
That's a ball.
And that one ripped to left. Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it in.
Damn.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. Pitching change here, David Bednar.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so far on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Here's a high chopper. Jazz tosses to first. Now one gone in the top of the sixth. Swanson digs in.
And remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Base hit center field. So now back to the top of the order.
Getting my ass kicked, folks.
So the lineup flips over. Corbin Carroll up next for the Mariners. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Chisholm takes it in for the out. That's out number 2. So here's Horner now.
Nico Horner.
Ground ball left side. Witt on the run, sends it over to first.
Go.
Got him. A beautiful play.
Let's see what we can do. PCI
Back
again.
at Globe Life Field. Well, we go bottom 6. Alec Burleson stepping in for the Rangers. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
These hitters.
I think I'm gonna have to go back to my original settings.
Been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend
just
those
late,
at-bats
though,
and
on
get
that.
some base runners on.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. 2 down, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. And first offering is fouled off. Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning.
Damn.
It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, Dan. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
Anthony moving under it. He's there. He's got it. 1 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now 0 for 3 in this one. Out
Ooh.
towards right center field. Wood gets under it. And there's 2
Let's
away.
go.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. 1 for 3.
Matt Chapman.
Swings through that. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes. Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back in Arlington, set for the last half of the seventh. Bobby Witt Jr. stepping in for the Rangers.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
Foul ball there. Gets a piece and stays alive. This one in the air right field. Springer racing after it. And there's one away. Now the number 2 hitter, William Contreras.
William Contreras.
And that one fouled off. The Rangers hitless so far in the game. Swanson. Throw to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Next, it'll be the Texas DH, Zach Neto.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today. Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. 13. Ready to begin the 8th. And stepping in for the Mariners, George Springer. Tap foul at the plate. Here comes the 0-1. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. You hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Soderstrom jumps out of the way of ball 1. Next offering is fouled back. To the right side. Throws to first in time. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 down, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to him. Shea Langoliers. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Nice.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
He swings and fouls one off. That's to third. Jazz tosses to first, and Swanson is set down. And that is that. Back at Globe Life Field, ready for the bottom of the 8th. James Wood stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Swings and misses. 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And the whiffs just keep on coming. He's up to 14 now. Still a ways to go, but this is can't miss stuff right now. And it's fouled away. The 0-1. Foul ball. That one to first. Guerrero. He'll do it himself. That's the second out. 2 outs. Base is empty. Next to hit, Josh Smith.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swing and a ground ball. Can't reach it, and the perfect game bid is over. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Alec Burleson digs in, so they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Kyle Finnegan.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Fouled off left side. The Rangers with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Popped up to the left into foul ground. That is the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Corbin Carroll. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and
gone.
that is way gone. A solo shot. Here's Nico Horner. And first offering is fouled off. Just a slow ground ball this time. Jazz tosses the first. Now one gone in the 9th. Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
Ball.
One out, bases empty, and a run in here at the top of the 9th.
Well, they gave up the home run
outside.
earlier in this inning, not pitching as aggressively here.
And there's
That's
the ball.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
That one ripped right center field, and that ball is gone. Another homer.
Damn.
His second home run of the game. Now a chance for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ripped, but it curls foul. And he'll one. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one back there.
That one's gone.
That's not coming back. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. On the ground to the left. And it gets by him. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. Here's the throw, but he's in there easily.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Fielder got a piece of it, but the way that thing came off the bat, no surprise at all. He couldn't pick it cleanly. It's a very difficult play, and that swing definitely was deserving of a hit.
To first, might be 2. Good feed, that's 1. Over to first, but he beats it.
Hey.
Now the catcher up to hit, Shea Langoliers. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
Oh shit, what the fuck?
First and third, 2 away. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Ball 1, no strikes.
I don't know why I didn't throw it to first.
On a line.
Come on, man.
That one hops off the wall and should score at least 1.
Picks himself up an RBI. Nice line. Drive to the pull
I
side
don't want to
right
waste
there,
another
but he
pitch.
didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Oh my goodness.
Stuck in a rundown, trying for home now. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning.
Damn, man.
Back in Arlington, we head to the bottom of the 9th. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in for the Rangers. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And a foul ball. Fought off foul. The 0-2. And it finds its way through for a hit. Can't glove it cleanly.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balance. balanced approach and just blasted it through the infield.
Arozarena now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Slice down the right side.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So back to the top of the order. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Swings through that one for strike one.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Man at first, one away. Bunting, and it's right in front of the plate. And that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout.
For the Rangers, catcher,
So they're down to their final out. Now here is William Contreras. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Out towards right center field. Springer racing after it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners slug their way to a win in this one. Sale.
We got
with
our
his
ass beat,
first
folks.
Major League win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that. And
We
get the
got
ball
our
for his
ass
trophy
beat,
case,
folks.
as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
11-0 your final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.